You'll love this one. So I was a really bad student in science. Science was just never, my son just found out he's in advanced math and science. Me and Stacy, morons in science and math. And she'll be the first to admit that. I was more of the social studies and like English. I could write papers and shit, right? And when it came to
I
fucking
could write
science,
papers and shit. Yeah, I was good
yeah,
at the writing stuff.
I did good at essays, and I was an absolute dude. You talk about earthworms and rocks and earth science. I tapped out,
Did
dude.
good. I did
Dude,
well.
I can't. Yeah, I did good
I
in
did good at
literature.
essays with that shit over there.
So anyway, I'm a senior, and they go, Paul, you can't walk graduation if you fail science. And they said you needed to, and dude, I'm like, I got it. My mom, my family, like if you fail science, you're gonna have to go to summer school and finish it in summer school. But if you do that, you can't walk and get the diploma because you're technically not completed. And they said you need a 62 or better. You need a 62 or better on the science final in order to graduate that week. I swear to God, this is true. And your boy got a 65, and he goes, "I'll see you at graduation."
Let me ask you this. Did you get ink poisoning from all the shit you wrote in your forearm to pass?
Dude, I actually studied, and my friends went out to a nightclub, and I go, dude, I'll meet you guys tomorrow. I gotta stay in and study, dude. I gotta just study. They're like, no, come out for a little bit. And I just fucking read that science book, and I passed. And the guy said, congratulations, you passed. Dude, I passed that science year with like a 66, 67 average. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have fucking walked. I went to summer school, and all my friends would have fucking, and yeah, I remember that,
Dude,
dude.
I
And he
remember
just
my science teacher
scratched.
caught me cheating. I had the book open in my lap, and I looked up, and he was looking right at me. But it was like shithead science. We weren't taking physics. It was called projects physics. And it was just like we were like the short bus kids, kind of.
Yeah.
And he was playing like audio of like world leaders talking about AIDS and the AIDS epidemic coming. It was like it really was not about physics. And I think the teacher sort of took it as like a blow off class. So I'm sitting there. You
This
remember
is like 88, 89?
No, this was like 86.
Oh, okay.
I graduated 87. Should have graduated 86, but I stayed back. So you know those science tests. Remember the IPS the black ones. They had a black top, and then they had the wooden, and they had a place for your thing. So they would stick.
Yeah.
So you'd sit two to a table. So during a test, they'd have you sit on the end.
Yep.
They'd have you sit on the end. So I'm sitting on the end like this, and I got the book open, and I'm looking down, and just something told me to look up, and I looked up, and he was looking right at me, and he just goes. Quietly, he just goes, Burr. That, and I closed the book.
Wow.
And he didn't do anything.
Wow.
He didn't. No, he used to give you a chance. He used to be like, you'd be fucking around, and he would just be going like, "Who said that? Who just said, please?" I'm not gonna say his name, Mr. So and So. Can you please send me down to the principal's office? I don't know where I heard it. Somebody just said that.
Oh, he fucked around like that?
Oh no, he was great. I remember one
that's
time.
Great.
Oh my God. I remember one time this dude who used to just come to class like fucking just high out of his mind, reeking of weed. And ironically, he had the t-shirt Ganja Burns Brains, that from the anti-drug guy who came there, right? So he's out of his mind, fucking high, dude. His eyes look like road maps, and he's just sitting there, right? So he keeps doing this. So the teacher starts openly making fun of the fact that he does drugs. So after like 2 months of this shit, one day we're sitting there, and the kid comes to class stoned out of his fucking mind, and he's sitting there, and the teacher goes, "All right, question another blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Well, why don't you read that one?" He says it to the kid on drugs. And he goes, "I can't." And he goes, "Why not?" He goes, "I don't have my book." He goes, "Well, why don't you have your textbook?" He goes, "I lost it." And the teacher goes, "Oh yeah? Are you sure you didn't smoke it?" And everybody laughed. And then the kid in the seat just points at him. He goes, "If you say one more thing about me and drugs, I'm going to fucking kill you."
The student said that? The student said that to the teacher?
Dude. And I didn't. This wasn't some crazy. This was the suburbs. Nobody talked to a teacher like that. He said, "If you, I'll never forget. He was sitting at his finger point. If you say one more thing about me and doing drugs, I'm gonna fucking kill you, right?" And we were just like, it was just like, oh God.
Whoa.
And then he just goes. He looks at me. Goes, "What did you say?" And he didn't say anything. What did he say? And he just sort of played up. He goes, "Hey man," he goes, "I'm not even looking at you for the rest of the year." And he kind of like gave up. I don't know why. He just, for some reason, like what you had to do to get, I never saw what you had to do with this guy to get sent down to the principal's office.
He sounds awesome. People on, that's fucking great.
No.
You freezing there?
You know, it's crucial because I remember when he was telling me, he was going like, "What are you getting your worker's permit for?" I goes, "I want to get a job." He goes, "You have your whole rest of your life to work. Why would you go out there early?" And I was thinking like, Jesus Christ, this guy's making some sense here. But it was like I had a job since I was in third grade. And then when I got to by the time I was like in high school, I started to be taller than some of my customers. So I was like, all right, I think I need to move on from this. And there was this period between being 14 and 16 where you had to get a worker's permit to get a job. And I just was always making money. So it felt weird to not have money, but it was like a pay-per-view. I don't know. It was such a fucking great job because, you had money. You didn't have to fucking, like, my friends were always asking their parents for money, and I never had to ask. I mean, what was my overhead, Paul? Yeah. I wanted to buy doubles at lunch. I needed an extra 95 cents. That's what the fuck it was. It was nothing. And I would buy football cards with the rest of it. That was it.
Yeah. I remember this one time I was in English class, and we were writing essays every Friday. We'd write an essay, and you'd have to go up and you'd have to get either highlighters or whiteout from the desk. And this one girl had the whiteout on her desk. So I get the whiteout and I have it. And dude, I unscrew the whiteout and I just lean in. I just smelled it a little bit, right? And I look around. Dude, my best friend Kevin is just crying, laughing. Everybody's down, fucking just pens down writing. And he just saw me fucking huffing on this thing. And he was fucking crying. He was crying, laughing. Oh my God, dude. And in sixth grade, this is what, see, my mother would laugh at my shenanigans. And that's why I kind of wasn't really disciplined, because I think my mom kind of had some bad feelings about the divorce and I moved a lot. But dude, I was in middle school and we're fucking shooting spitballs at this guy. And they're sticking against the backboard. And dude, he turns around. My mom has the fucking report.
This is the teacher or some nerd in your class?
No, the teacher, dude, his name, probably at this point, he was older then. He's probably, rest his soul if he's gone. But, if he was alive now, he'd be fucking 100 years old. We're shooting spitballs, and me and my friend Frankie, it was all Italian kids, and we're shooting spitballs, and they're sticking against the wall, and he goes,
"You guys all got chest hair in the 7th grade."
Yeah. And he's fucking writing on the chalkboard, and it sticks. My friend sticks. This is, dude, my mom will I tell you this story when you see her next. And he turns around and he goes, "If anybody, no more spit." And dude, my spitball, as he talked, stuck on his cheek, and he's yelling at us with a fucking spitball on his cheek. And he's going, dude, and he just, the whole class fell out. And dude, he went like this, and mine was the one, it curved, dude. It went like this. It was like a boomerang, and it just fucking stuck there. And he fucking went like that, and I had to write a report. They were like, "You have to tell Mr. Howard how sorry you are." And I wrote like, "I'm sorry that I made a spitball." And she was like, "That's even rude. You don't talk about it being on his face. You just say, 'I'm sorry for my actions.'" I was in it they had like a fucking timeout room or whatever. I wrote that. Dude, my mom, the way it was written, my mom just was like, you did what? And then she read it and she just fucking bursted out laughing. My mom was kind of fucking cool, but at the same time, it was like, she tried to mother me, but laughed. So it's just like,
yeah, once you laugh, it's done. That's done.
Hey, it's stuck on his face.
Dude, because I mean, how an adult lets a child do that to him you without fucking killing him? You know, when you're that age, you think you know everything and shit. And it's funny, you get older, you look back and you realize how cool a lot of your teachers were.